You know what's crazy? We can get together and pull money for emergencies, right? Funerals, hospital bill, crises. But what if we flip that on its head, right? And pull that same money together for opportunity? That's what wealthy families do. A family bank. A family bank is where you come together as a family and pull resources together for a certain thing, right? You're basically saying we don't wait on handouts. We create our own. And that's why I love it. It don't take a whole lot of money to start. It just takes number one agreement and it takes consistency. Okay. Let me tell y'all about my grandmother. My grandmother is the oldest. She's 93 years old, and she's the oldest of nine brothers and sisters that are still living. Okay. They get together and they talk every single week. Every Thursday night, they do a Google Meet, right? What I like about them, even beyond their meeting every week, every month, they pull together $10, and they've been doing this for years now. They pull together $10 for a certain thing. It could be to cover expenses, it could be for emergency. But what I like is they've created a rhythm, and this money has gone, it's covered different things, right? But when it comes to your family bank, you want to make sure you have your agreement. You want to make sure you have your rhythm. And then all you need is a simple rule book, right? And a shared vision. What is the purpose for this money, right? What do we agree? We're all putting our money together. What is this for, right? Once you have that, then you can start pulling the resources together. And after long, that family bank grows into seed money for a business, a property, a scholarship, or even a down payment. Okay. So, y'all already know immigrant families have been doing this for generations. So, let me tell you a story about this guy. He was an Indian, very nice man, and he owned a liquor store. So one day I went into, a gas station in the neighborhood, actually the same neighborhood where the liquor store was. And I went in and I saw him at the gas station. And he was just talking to, a guy behind the window. And I was like, oh, y'all. He was like, oh, yeah, this is my cousin. And I was like, cousin, hi, y'all. I said, y'all own all these stores around here? And he was like, actually, yes, my whole family owns about seven of the corner stores and gas stations around here. And I was so intrigued. And I almost wanted to talk to him just to get the play by play. You know what I'm saying? But I was so intrigued because these immigrant families come over here and just dominate while, a lot of us are even trying to get to step one of working together, right? So these immigrant families, they literally have came over here and made it work. They understood that, okay, we can do a lot on our own, right? But we are stronger together when we move as one. And this isn't about money. It's about dignity. It's about leadership. It's about togetherness, right? And it's about teaching the next generation that we can build our own economy right here in this family, right? Imagine what it would look like to have your last name written on the door of a bank, right? What would your first fund be? My challenge to you today is to get with some people and create your own family bank. Now, this can be your siblings, this can be your first cousins, this could be a group of long term friends. Whatever it is, you want to make sure the alignment is there. After you have alignment, you want to sit down and come up with a vision. What is the vision for this money? What will we try to build? Because after all, one could chase 1,000, but two could put 10,000 to flight. We are so much stronger when we work together. All right? See you next video.